Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
This show is part of the HeadStuff podcast network.
Lovely stuff.
Yay, lovely, lovely.
Tell you what, though, folks, that's bloody nice. That is bloody lovely. Lovely toys.
Hello,
and you're very welcome to another episode of The Lovely Show.
That was lovely. We got it right in sync.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And I've got a good gravelly voice.
You do.
Because guess what?
You're on the pints.
I was on the pints.
I love that. There was a guy I used to work with, and every time it was like 3 octaves lower. You'd be like, how many pints? You could tell how
you
many.
could tell
he
how many
had.
by the tone.
Yeah.
If you had a little
a few whiskies
guitar,
around, I'd
guitar
say.
tuner, you could go, oh, he had seven pints. It's down to a G major. And I was smoking 20 major.
Oh, there you go.
I'm literally just back from Limerick.
Yeah.
We were shooting the Traitors Uncloaked.
Now, yes, so because you had a few after to celebrate?
Went to a cool place called Farmacia.
Oh.
I'm very good at sniffing out. I love a good dive bar.
You do. Famously, you're known for this.
And I found a place that had pictures. I go by the pictures. If it looks dirty,
Yeah.
but the pints look clean.
There you go.
And if they have cocktails, that's a bonus.
Yeah, because
it's a good sell.
Exactly, because if you're bringing a crowd of people, you have to be wary. Some mightn't be into the pints.
Some lads especially want a good pint of Guinness, and ladies like a lovely cocktail. And they had a cocktail called a Zombie that had 4 shots of rum. One of them were 61%, and they light it on fire when they give it to you.
Oh, come on.
Like a flaming mo.
Yeah, had to go there.
So that was my second last drink. And I am worse for wear.
Beautiful. That's the only way to be.
But I've a bit of news for you. So you were obviously in our first episode of Uncloaked.
I was.
You did very well. Siobhan McSweeney got in touch to say how much she enjoyed Uncloaked, especially Kevin and Justine.
No
She
way.
said she's big fans of us.
Don't say that now.
I swear to God,
Oh, no.
Siobhan McSweeney knows that you and I exist. She, because we're doing the finale show is going to be with, hold on a second.
Lovely stuff.
Her producer Hilary was going mental in the box there, and I thought there was a problem, but she was actually just very, very happy that Siobhan McSweeney knows about us.
Yeah, it's so. I was doing a voiceover like 3 months ago, and I was in the waiting room, and as it turns out, Siobhan was also doing a voice on it, and she just finished and came out into the room. We just leaving. She goes, "I just think you're brilliant," and I was like, "Oh my God, you know that I exist." So this is incredible news. This is incredible news.
So
she is phenomenal as the host as well.
And for the finale, she is going to be a guest
on Uncloaked.
Along with almost all of the players who are banished and murdered.
Oh my God, have you a big enough couch? Where do you fit them all?
I don't know how
we're going to manage that.
They're going to have to get 24 microphones. Like
a fire hazard. It's a small little attic now.
So that's very exciting.
That's incredible.
I was absolutely tickled pink.
Oh, there you go.
Like a big fresh baby.
Yeah, but it was great doing it.
I have to actually I have a bone to pick with Shane Daniel Byrne.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to the Young Hot Guys, and they were talking about the Traitors and how good it was, and I was like, I wonder will they mention Uncloaked? And the only they started slagging off Andrew for saying daddy.
Yes.
And they had a good 2 minutes of laughing at this man.
Yeah.
And then Shane goes, and Kevin McGarren on Uncloaked said that it was unnerving for a grown man to call his dad daddy. And I just think that's toxic masculinity. Anyway, moving on. And I was like, you can't fucking spend 2 minutes laughing at something and then call me a toxic masculine dickhead. First of all, I was just happy to be called masculine.
Yeah, there you go. Take
Like,
the win.
I'll take.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be called masculine.
That's huge.
Even if I'm some sort of toxic version
Yeah.
of it.
Whoa.
I don't care.
You just say that low. Toxic
That's
masculine.
sissy talk, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Shane Tony Burns a big sissy.
He has cooties, okay?
He has cooties.
Yeah. So,
But I had an idea yesterday. What do you think of this?
go on.
The Traitors Ireland kids version.
Holy God. Here's the thing. There are some kids that are incredible at, the thing about children in general is they're so honest. So them in the round table would be cutting.
However, kids are shit liars.
Yes.
They are the shittest liars. Sometimes my son will tell me a story when I'm putting him into bed and I'm like, lad, I know for a fact this is bullshit.
Yeah.
He'll say something like, Daddy, I'll tell you something. I'm like, what? He goes, I'll tell you something, get closer. I'm like, what? He goes, today a dog ate my ice cream. And I was like, where did this happen? I was on a roller coaster. You were on a roller coaster today. Where are you? Where was this? Is this like, obviously, this is between like when I was in the kitchen, was it? You went out to find a roller coaster.
And a dog was allowed on the roller
There
coaster.
was a dog on the roller coaster and I had a big ice cream. No. It was a lollipop actually. And the dog ran off with it. I was like, wow, that's a hell of a story, lad.
I'm just saying,
Hell of a
if
story.
he's telling the truth, Gavin, you're going to be kicking yourself. You're going
If
to be
he's telling the
kicking
truth,
yourself.
I will be reported to Tusla. Every time I go to say Tusla, I almost say Tulsa.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. It just gets me every time. But see, this TikTok came up for me during the week, right? And it really spooked me because it's this woman talking about her son, similar to what you're describing of liars. But she's like, ever since our son could talk, he has told us he is not in his old body and that he lived a former life. Yeah. And when he had to go to school, he was like, I don't like school. I already went to school and I hated it. And I said to him, but it's your job to go to school. And he said, I already had jobs. And he described to them in detail how he was a cowboy in Florida and that one birthday they got him horses and they were like, this old man evolved out of him and he was at home with the horses. And she just says, yeah, this isn't in the parenting books. We're navigating this. I would be terrified.
So I'm a big fan of horror films. Love a good horror film.
Yeah.
I don't get scared watching them. I have a fear.
Yeah.
And it's basically that. It's that my child will tell me that they have lived
former
a
life.
former life
Yeah.
and they're a ghost inside a new body. Like that absolutely... That and like hearing another voice on the baby monitor.
Oh, God.
Like, hello, children.
Yeah.
Like that I would just leave my children, I think, in the house.
No, that's the best
I'd lock
contraceptive
the door,
now to
just
me.
drop the keys to the Garda station.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gone. Sorry, lads. I'm not for me.
You're on your own. Like,
There's a demon in my boy.
yeah. And come here, at around 12, he'll go out onto this roller coaster with the dog. Just let him do that every day.
But can you imagine how good that show would be? Just like 24 kids,
Yeah.
3 of them are liars, and just watching them kind of lie to
But
each
do you
other
think
and
other
manipulate
kids,
each other.
we're aware that a child is lying, but do you think other kids can tell that a child is lying?
Not as well.
There you go.
No.
So for a viewer, it's going to be...
I think if a child... I mean, like when you're a kid, you make up all kinds of
Yes.
lies. I remember being in second class and I told my friend Finton that I wrote this song. Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. We didn't even study biology. We didn't even have science.
Yeah.
Don't know much about science book. And he was like, that is a really good song, Kevin. I was like, thank you, Finton. Wrote it myself.
Meanwhile, I actually wrote my own song when I was 7 and it was just called Give Me Some Teabags. And these are the lyrics. Give me some tea bags. Oh, yeah. Give me some tea bags. Oh, yeah. That was the whole song.
I mean, why does it sound sexual?
Doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Give me some tea bags.
Me-
Oh,
oh,
yeah. Give me some tea bags.
And then I did this nice thing where I go, give me some, give me some, give me some, give me some tea
that's cool.
bags. Oh, yeah.
Give me some, give me some. I think if you can add like early, you know that kind of rap,
Raspy.
that rap that came out of England in the 90s. Was like when guys used to sing like this.
Yeah.
Give me some tea bags.
Oh, yeah. And
Dip
then
them in my cup.
now my cousin liked what I was doing.
Splash of hot water.
I never got that far there, but me and my cousin came over and he was like, I'm liking what you're putting down. So we actually joined together
Sorry.
and wrote a new song.
This is like Billie Eilish and her brother.
I'm going to sing you the lyrics of the song we wrote together, okay? It starts off of, you'll know the lyrics of this, but then we freestyled. Shall we tie it in a knot? Shall we tie it in a knot? Do you want vinegar? No thanks. That was the song.
I mean, a little bit of it sounded like, shall we tie it in a knot? Shall we tie it in a bow? And you put it over your shoulder. And then you just sort of think about chips.
At that age, that's generally what I always kind of thought about.
Yeah, I suppose like that is a song that a child would come up with rather than don't know much about history.
Yeah, not Motown.
What is that song called? But I do know that I love you. What a Wonderful World. It's called Wonderful World.
Mm-hmm.
I told my friend that I wrote the song Wonderful World.
God, it was tough for you. Like, you think the sales you were getting off that song and you still have to go to school. Like, that's tough for a child.
He'd never heard.
Okay,
He'd never
no
heard the
awareness of
song.
the song.
He'd never heard it on the radio or CD.
Yeah.
I just sang it in school and told him I made it up. And he was like, I mean, the melodies are great. It feels like it's written by a much older man.
Yeah. And this science thing you speak of, what is that exactly? Very good.
So we have a bonus episode after this that we will be getting more in depth about the Traitors. If you want to learn some insider knowledge.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like an uncloaked.
Exactly.
It's 2.0.
It is. It's unfleshed.
Yeah.
The cloak is off, and
it's like that Robbie Williams music video. We're ripping off the skin off
the
us.
flesh.
Yeah, we're getting straight to the bone.
Lovely stuff.
This is how it's always been.
Hello, I'm Anna Carey.
And I'm Karen Moynihan.
And we're here to interrupt the podcast you're listening to right now.
We wanted to tell you about our show, Double Love.
Double Love is a podcast in which we discuss every Sweet Valley High book in the series in such great detail that you don't even need to have read them to follow along with us.
There's school dances, motorbike crashes, evil doppelgangers, questionable survival schools, and even werewolves and vampires.
Yeah, we're as surprised as you were by that. We did not see that coming. The wheels really come off later in the series, and you'll see what we mean.
So join us over at Double Love for your fix of Sweet Valley nonsense every other Thursday here on the HeadStuff Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Streaming now on Peacock.
We sell toilet tissue and local newspapers. That is in order of quality.
From the crew that brought you The Office.
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
Comes a new comedy series.
Have you read this paper?
It sucks. But we are going to make it better.
Meet the underdog journalists.
I hope it's not too disruptive to have me shake everything up.
Don't be so self-defecating.
With major issues.
Oscar. Oh, God. Not again.
The Paper. Only on Peacock. Streaming now.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Did you go to Electric Picnic?
No, I didn't.
No, we did. Yeah. I'm ashamed to say I had serious FOMO and I was at home on my couch and I was looking up the weather in Strad Valley.
I was doing that all the time. It made me feel so much better.
Hoping.
No, I felt great. Of all the years, last year I didn't.
Such schadenfreude, like.
Oh, but no, last year I didn't go and I really had FOMO because it was incredible weather. This year I, again, was like, the weather's not that great. And again, looking at the videos, it's over capacity, I think.
Too much.
People were saying if you didn't go down on the Thursday, the campsites were full.
That's
like
insane.
People were saying, don't bother.
Like, wasn't it 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 campsites were full on Thursday night?
And like that's you're essentially taking off like 3 days in the week because you're going to take off Thursday, Friday. You have to take off the Monday the following week.
Yeah.
So it's like Not right.
But I was looking up going like, hey, I hope it's raining.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope it's
yeah,
raining. I didn't like the person I'd become.
No. But that's part of it. That's what helps you get through.
There's a controversy over influencers
There is.
who were pro-Palestine, who went down and accepted free lovely tents from the Coca-Cola company.
Mm-hmm.
Have ties with Israel.
Yes, they're on the boycott list.
Yeah, they're on the boycott list. What's your opinion on that, Justine? As somebody who, occasionally takes a SponCon deal, is that fair to say?
Well, yeah. In this,
you don't do it that often.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Just for stuff like briquettes, Barry's tea, Tenora.
Guinness, yeah, just
just stuff you need around the house.
The bread, ham would be a bonus.
Justine's making some serious bread. How much? No, like just loaves of bread. Just like she's up to her eyeballs.
You want sourdough? You want sliced pan? Look no further. Well, I have turned down things in the past because of their association. So
really,
yeah, I have.
That's pretty good. Fair play to you.
Yeah, but I've always been that way. I've always been weird about a lot of things, and generally I'll only, if I really am like, oh, I'm not going to be able to pay rent this month. That's really what only makes me, because other times I'm like, I can't. I just don't like having to as well. I've no problem with people who obviously do that and want to earn that money. And I wish, sometimes I'm like, God, I wish I would do more. But there's something in me. I don't know if it's just the fucking Catholic guilt is bet deep into me or something.
It's because there's a bit of debate in this. I mean, it's hard to say no to a lovely cozy tent, but
no, I never would have. Jesus Christ, not with the associate. And it's also just from the aspect of, if you're very much prior to going talking about these boycott lists online and you're speaking out about it to
like,
that level,
free Gaza and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just
maybe they thought it was Gaza, the footballer. Maybe they thought they were supporting Gaza.
Yeah, and I mean,
the famous crying footballer baby.
Is that a possibility? We can't rule it out. But again, like I saw Garen talking today about it, that like there's the fact that Coca-Cola is an overall general sponsor of EP. So anyone necessarily that went is in a way breaking
complicit.
That.
Interesting.
But then people are saying that, well, that's one thing, but taking money from and agreeing to then post that brand out to your followers is another level.
Yeah. I mean, companies will always try and use events and sometimes people to sort of improve their own image. Like there's a thing at the moment, there's a Saudi Arabian comedy festival.
Okay.
Have you heard about this, Justine?
No, I haven't.
Did you get the call?
No, I didn't.
So Saudi Arabia. So here is the list of all the comedians doing it.
You're headlining.
You'd me and Graham Lennon are doing a shared headliner gig. So we got Tim Dillon, who you kind of expect.
Okay.
Jeff Ross and friends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so it's a lot of Americans.
A lot of Americans and a couple of Brits. Gabriel Iglesias, I think he's the guy who's a fluffy. His nickname is I'm a Big Fluffy Man.
Okay, yeah, I recognise the face from there.
Ahmed Djali, I'm not sure. Is that the guy? I think it is. Anyway, Jim Owen.
Oh.
Who's Irish. Jessica Kirshen, Aziz Ansari, Kevin Hart, because the poor devil needs the fucking money. Nimish Patel, Chris DiStefano, Tom Segura, Joy Coy, that's a fish.
Yeah.
Sam Morrill, Hannibal Buress, Andrew Schultz, the famous flagrant man.
That's
Sebastian Maniscalco. He's the guy who's like, are you serious? Is this what's going on? Very loud man.
Yes.
Master by Bill Burr. Very surprised by.
Yeah.
Champion of the working man. Whitney Cummings. And a co-headliner, Jimmy Carr and Louis C.K. Jimmy Carr, I kind of expected from.
Yeah.
And Louis C.K. probably too. Yeah, he needs the money. Pete Davidson, Mark Norman, Russell Peters, Zarna Garg, and Chris Tucker, the famous Rush Hour actor. Now, riddle me this, Batman.
Okay.
They must be getting serious money.
Oh, yeah.
To do this gig. Like, maybe millions. Because them Saudi boys have deep, deep pockets. I feel like nothing matters anymore.
That is really, unfortunately, the problem.
I
That
feel
really
like
is.
I feel like nothing matters anymore. I feel like in the 90s, if you were a famous comedian, like that guy with the big chin on the Tonight Show.
Johnny Bravo.
You know that guy? He speaks
Oh,
like this.
yeah, Jay
have you seen
Leno.
this? Jay Leno. So Jay Leno did like a Doritos commercial.
Fuck him, he took Conan's job.
He did.
No time for that man
No,
anyway.
I'd have no time for him anyway. He did an ad for Doritos, and like comedians slated him, and it kind of damaged his reputation a bit as a total sellout.
Yeah.
Because in the 90s, the worst thing you could do is be a sellout. But
Bill Hicks was a great guy
Bill
for
Hicks
talking
ripped
about
the piss out.
Yeah.
But I feel like now that, the world's probably going to end in about 7 or 8 years,
Yeah.
I feel like nothing matters. And everyone's just like, just get paid. Who gives a
See,
fuck?
that's the
like
thing.
the world is fucked. Just get paid.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the attitude of everybody.
Totally. And it's even with things that I've turned down in the past, if I'm being honest, if I looked into some of the things that I've done, there's a possibility at some point that I didn't look into who these companies are linked to or whatever. And if you did, like, God only knows what they're linked to in any way, but I try to, as best I can, to look into things. But again, there's times where I've turned down things and then been like, God, I see that I could have maybe used that money, but I feel guilt and bad. Not that it's linked to anything bad, but just that I feel like, oh God, I don't want to be doing too many ads. But it's also, the world's ending and we're all fucked. And I think it's all fucked.
I feel like the attitude is like, just get a house.
Yeah.
Just get a fucking house, man.
Yeah.
If you can do a job to get a house, then just do it.
I know.
But obviously Saudi Arabia has awful human rights records, murdering journalists.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised by some of the people on that list.
Yeah, kind of. I'm very surprised by Bill Burr.
It's the world is fucked, Kevin.
But here's this. Okay, here's a scenario for you. Because it's very easy for us who aren't been asked and been offered millions of euros and dollars.
Okay, but no,
it's very
I wouldn't
easy
do
for us
that.
to say no.
I can very easily say I wouldn't have said yes to that.
Okay, well, how about this scenario?
Yeah.
Let's say the Saudi boys rock up to Nobber. They knock on the door.
Yeah.
And they say, Justine, we're going to offer you 7 million.
Okay.
To do our whitewashing festival to make us look like we're nice boys. You say no. And then they go down to my house and I say yes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, Kevin, you have no morals. Your reputation is going to be in tatters. Nobody's going to respect you at all.
But you have 7 million.
So fast forward 3 years. I'm living in an absolute mansion.
Yeah.
And then nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think you'd feel foolish.
Yeah.
I'd feel...
Yeah.
I would feel probably foolish if, one of my colleagues took the job
that I
turned down, and then like in 3 years' time, like, everyone's moved on.
No one is talking about it.
News is fucking so fleeting.
Yeah.
I'd fucking feel like a bollocks probably.
And someone else has done a bigger scandal that everyone's moved on to.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Now I am in no way making excuses for these people doing this job, but I just feel like that would be my fear.
But I think that's the attitude they now have. They're like, it doesn't matter.
Nothing matters anymore.
Because they've seen in the past that, there'll be a scandal and then it'll eventually blow over and they'll be fine.
And also, I think this current generation, Generation X were very much like, you can't sell out, man. If you sell out, you've got no integrity.
Yeah.
And now I feel like this current generation is like, no, selling out is the goal.
Yeah.
You make your art and then the companies come from you, you get paid. Like, that's like winning the game.
And you see it in a lot of comments, people like, make that money and all that. Like, that's a lot of the comments now, whereas I think in the early days it would have been like, oh, sell out.
No, stay true to yourself. Just make your art.
Changed so much. But I really struggled a lot, even still do sometimes, that I have that fear that that's what I'm viewed as.
Yeah.
Even though I don't that often, but when I do, I'm still like, but then I'm like, hey, they're not struggling month to month to pay their rent because this is the only paid work they've had in weeks.
Yeah.
You can't really compare.
You cannot. Like, I've definitely done jobs where I was like, I am doing this for rent.
I have to. If I don't, like, what am I doing?
Lovely stuff.
So there's this trend at the minute on TikTok, and it's all about how to annoy men, right?
Okay.
Not that I'm encouraging that.
I thought you were going to say, not that I'm unfamiliar.
No, they normally annoy me. But I just want to give you, these are suggestions that people say if a guy's kind of annoying you, questions you should say to him. Like, say a guy's chatting you up and you have zero interest and you want him to go away.
Right.
These kind of questions should get rid of them.
Okay,
or annoy him.
it's a way to sort of deflect them. Yeah.
So here's one for you. What sport do you think you'd play if you were athletic?
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's fucking really good line.
Because their instant
That would
reaction
just destroy
is,
a
are you
man.
saying I'm not, like, look at me, how would I not be athletic? What are you talking about? What do you mean if I was athletic? I am athletic.
That's really good.
That's crushing.
What sport would you play if you weren't such a fat, useless piece of shit? That would destroy anyone. If somebody said that to me,
but if someone said that to me, I'd be I'd be upset, but I'd be like, fair. Like, come on, I hardly look at like
darts.
Yeah, but a follow up one to that. I remember talking to someone who was like, "Oh, I know one thing similar that would, if you said to a guy, that's crushing."
What sport would you play if you weren't such a fat, useless piece of shit? That would destroy anyone. If somebody said that to me,
but if someone said that to me, I'd be I'd be upset, but I'd be like, fair. Like, come on, I hardly look at like
darts.
Yeah, but a follow up one to that. I remember talking to someone who was like, "Oh, I know one thing similar that would, if you said to a guy, can you swim? You don't look like you can swim." It's just like it just gets into their head of like, "Oh, why would you think I can't swim?
Why would you think I can't
What do you mean?
swim?
What makes you think I can't swim?"
That's
it
good.
Just attacks the.
Do you know what these remind me
ego.
of? I think we spoke of this before. Do you ever read the book The Game?
Yeah.
This reminds me of like a female version of negging.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even compliments, but it's just like hidden insults.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like
you're not coming right out and insulting somebody.
No, it's just if they read into it.
But it's just like, this cuts me deep and I don't know why I feel so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good one. Say that one again.
Can you swim? You don't look like you can swim.
Just accusing them.
Yeah, it's just that.
You don't look like you got like the basic lessons that every 5-year-old gets.
Yeah. What kind of hairstyle would you have if you had more hair?
These are deeply upsetting.
Kevin just spat his water back into his cup.
These are deeply upsetting. What kind of hairstyle would you have? It's like they're almost like childlike questions.
Yeah.
It's like a
Where'd you get your hairstyle?
really insulting child. What kind of hairstyle would you have if you had more hair?
Yeah.
That's good, Justine.
Yeah, that's that's so
really
cutting.
Good. Is this like one person wrote these, or is it like several people?
It's like one kind of did an initial list. People are commenting with more, doing follow up lists, that kind of thing.
That's really good. Any more?
What height would you be if you were taller?
That's just stupid.
Yeah, I know.
What height would you be if you were taller? I don't know. 8 foot? That's a stupid one.
Yeah.
That's just confusing.
They were some of the best ones that I saw, but they are cutting.
That's good.
So if a guy's annoying you at a bar and you want him gone, hit him with one of those.
See, my thought process would be say something that would be so off-putting that he just wouldn't want. I wouldn't insult him necessarily.
Yeah.
I'd just say something that makes me
look.
I'd scratch my crotch for a long time, and just if he's like, "Are you all right?" Just like, this fucking thing won't go. The fucking doctor said it'd be gone, but anyway, are you out for the night?
Yeah,
I would try and be as off-putting as possible.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think it would ever get to that stage with me where I'd need to tell a guy to go. I think he'd be gone. You know.
What if you just scratch your armpit and smell it, and then just make a face?
You know what, Kevin? There's some guys out there that would weirdly be like, "Oh, she's at home around me."
God, it's hard being a woman.
It's tough. Yeah.
What else could you do to just put a man way off?
I think I eventually would just be like, I have to go to the bathroom and just never come back. Like, that's
Sorry, is that the sentence? Sorry, I have to go to the bathroom and just never come back. Or is the end of the sentence at bathroom?
I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah.
That's not going to work. That guy's going to wait around.
I will tell you once, a guy followed me and waited outside the bathroom door.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's fucking horrifying.
That is so creepy.
It was truly.
Unless he went out and said, give that a minute. I had a fucking bang last night. When I was in Charlie's and then I went to Boojum.
But sure, I'm a gobshite. Like, I was out with my friend there a couple of weeks ago and these two random lads were chatting to us. Like, they weren't chatting us up. Like, truly. They were just sitting.
Chatting.
The table, there was only 2 free seats. Right, do you mind if we sit here? And then
They were having
got-
the crack.
They thought they were. But then at one point, one of them said to me, he looked, because I was wearing this jersey actually, it's an Oasis one, and he was like,
Do you know what? That's a fucking lad magnet there.
Well, here's the
That's an
thing.
excuse for lads to talk to you.
It's Bohemians though, right? And he said, I'd say you're one of those bollockses who wears that jersey and doesn't even know what Bohemians is.
Yeah.
I said, no, fair play, right? And my friend was like,
You just said, no, fair play.
right? And my friend goes, Justine, what the fuck are you saying? And I was like, no, like, I mean, I lived beside Bohemians for 10 years. I went to the games. Like, I lived in Fitzroy for 10 years, but no, fair play if he thinks I'm a bollocks. And she was like, would you ever stand up for yourself?
No, I think that's genius.
I was just like, no, fair play.
I actually think that's genius because he has nowhere to go.
No, he didn't. But then...
Because even if he's like, you know, that kind of negging shit where you're like, I'm going to give her a little bit of a slag and then she'll like fight back. And then suddenly we're having a convo. And then we're back and forth. It's banter.
Yeah.
But no, fair play kind of puts a full stop in the conversation.
So I'll tell you how it played out. It did, right? It was a full stop until then my friend was like, Justine, what the fuck are you saying? Well, like, you're not a bollocks. Why are you just like letting someone say that to you, right?
Because he's drawing you into a fight.
Yeah, exactly, right? But here's what happened.
I'll not rise to him. I'll not fucking rise to him.
You'd have to do something shocking to get me to rise. But you'd
have to insult Joe
all my
Dolan.
exes say. You'll not get me to rise.
Joe Dolan's overrated. No, hold on a fucking minute here.
No.
Hold on, hold that drink, hold that drink, hold that drink. Come here, you, me. Come here, young lad. Say that to me again. Do you know what? We're going to go for a meal now, and I'm going to explain why Joe Dolan's brilliant.
Me to my friend, you distract the bouncer, will you? But so that happened, right? And then my friend, because they're sitting right there, said, no, sorry, you can't call her that, right? And that kind of aggravated situation, right? And that's when I said then, no, like, I mean, I lived beside Bohemians. I used to go, like, I lived there for 10 years in Phibsborough. I used to go to the games. He was like, and then he went, all right, no, fair enough. Like, I'm sorry now. To the point that then he was like, God, sir, God, no, I'll get you his drinks. And he came out and gave us free drinks.
Wow.
So
worked out quite well.
It worked well that because then my friend was like, you know, you're out, like, why would you say that to her? He felt bad then after saying it. I was unaffected entirely.
Yeah, you're hardened now at this stage, I'd say.
Oh yeah, after my Edinburgh rejection last year by hottest guy in the world, there's no top on that. Like, I can't get lower than that.
You think insults are your friend? I was born in insults.
I'm really like
molded by it.
True, like, because I went on a date with a guy there recently. And God, it was awful. But he was saying bizarre things. I was like, God, I really should stand up for myself in this scenario. Where he was like, yeah, like, you wouldn't really be my type. Like, you're really pale and like I tan really easily.
Was this a date?
This was a date.
Were you having dinner or drinks?
We were having coffees.
I wouldn't even finish the fucking cup.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what do I say to this? It was horrible. But I was like, God, I don't want to be.
Did you have any obligation to remain sitting with this dick?
I was walking home the same way, so it was like, I'll just take a corner now after this and walk a different direction than you.
Jesus Christ. So do you think that's somebody who genuinely just has no kind of tact, or is he like doing a tactical slag?
I think what that was now, unfortunately, and I think unfortunately a certain type exists, and he was one of them, that he is looking for a girlfriend who fits a certain criteria in his head of what she has to physically look like in comparison to him. And I was never going to fit that criteria because I don't tan and I am pale and I freckle and he tans, and that would never make sense in his world.
Yeah, I think I see the sun goes through you. You have no shadow.
No,
the sun just goes through your skin.
It's straight through. Yeah. You have to go around. No, you just straight through that road there. Yeah, you have to go around it all.
Because when you said that, yeah, fair play. That reminds me of, I remember we were on a stag once, and my friend who's a bit older than me, go a bit older. I was young. I was in my early 20s. He was probably late 20s.
Okay.
And he did something to really annoy me, and I said something like, I'll absolutely bust you with a box. I made some threat.
Okay.
I was like, Adrian, I'm going to bust you with a box. And he just goes, oh, you will, yeah. And everyone at the table laughed. Everyone laughed at me.
I know.
Because he was so just unaffected by my threat that he just turned his head away and just like dismissed me.
Mm-hmm.
That when you said that, like, that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, but see then, like, I mean, there was a time me and my friend were on a night out, and like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm pale. Like, there's no denying that. I'm not trying to hide it. But we were having a pint, and this lad came over and asked us, could he have some of our pint? Which was an insane question to ask. And we were like,
now, hold on a second. Was he covered in sand on his hands and knees? Was he heavily burnt? And were there like buzzards circling his body?
No.
It's just a lad in the pub.
Just a lad, yeah.
Okay.
And like, we were like, no.
What?
And we genuinely had like about 3 gulps left.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, I'm not. And that was last orders.
Oh, right, okay.
So there
you were
was
looking forward to them gulps.
That was the last we were getting. So we said no. And then he turns to me and goes, all right, fucking Twilight. As in, I look like that vampire from the timeless, unaging, beautiful, porcelain-skinned vampire. What an insult to have delivered to me. Like, truly, I was like...
Casper would have been more insulting. All right,
yeah.
Casper.
Twilight is...
All right, sexy vampire.
That's essentially what he said to me. I'm like, thank you.
Lovely stuff.
Did you see the incident of the Polish CEO who snatched a cap out of the hands of a little boy?
No.
So there's a man caught on camera snatching a hat of a young boy at the US Open. Has said he has made a huge mistake. So first of all, he came out and so his old statement versus new statement at 31st of the 8th at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
He said, statement, dear ladies and gentlemen, due to the fact that your hysteria is getting out of control. So, okay, what happened was one of the golfers was signing autographs and there was like a lovely little boy just like, gee willikers, sonny, can you give me your cap? And he signs a little ball and then he like hands the cap to the boy and he turns his head away and this grown-ass man snatches the cap and shoves it into his wife's handbag and the little boy's like, Ugh. So everyone went mad, obviously.
Oh my God.
The video went out and so, dear ladies and gentlemen, due to the fact that your hysteria is getting out of control, I've decided to issue a statement. I'm not going to do a Polish accent, I'm going to do a South Dublin accent. To clarify who should receive the hat. I emphasise that I won the hat because I am stronger.
Oh my God.
And therefore, I am consciously keeping it.
Holy
I do not greet people sick with envy. Coach of winners, Peter Schiesrich. I'm going to read that last line again. I do not greet people sick with envy. Coach of winners, Peter Schiesrich. Then at 11:45 that night. Dear Sir, Madam.
How late? What's the difference in
So
time?
the first 7 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
It was, it's 4 minutes to 7.
Oh no.
You're probably just finished the dinner.
Yeah.
He's going,
wearing his new hat.
Let me out that. Throw me out that laptop there. I'm going to fucking address this shit.
My God.
Dear Sir, Madam, I am incredibly impressed by the response to my recent incident, or rather my action, which, as I only just realised after reading the multitude of comments here and on other social media sites, deserves contempt and condemnation. He got fucking destroyed.
What did he think was going to happen? People like, yeah, man.
His company got like bad Google reviews and all this. If there's still time to express remorse and a desire to make amends, I want to do it now. Please, can I do it now? Not because I fear the consequences. No. Although the consequences have been pretty bad.
I mean, you're the coach of winners. You don't fear consequences.
He's now the coach of apologies, such as damaging the image of my company or my family. It has already happened. I understand this and I'm grateful for the lesson in humility taught me by those who express their outrage, even in the most blunt way. I imagine there was some pretty blunt fucking statements thrown his way. I deserve every insulting comment and ask for a second chance. Forgiveness, if that is ever possible. I write this with tears in my eyes and trembling hands. I will do everything to repay my debt to this poor boy in society, to clear my name, not only mine, but also that of my homeland, Poland. That's why I've decided to auction off this famous hat and I'll donate the proceeds to a charity. Let me know what you think.
Auction the hat? Give the fucking child the hat.
Well, since then, he just says, with respect and humility, Peter Schiesrich, CEO of Drogbrook.
What did they do? What does his company do?
What is Drogbrook? Do you not know Drogbrook? Do you not know Drogbrook? Let me look up what Drogbrook do. drug.
Was he doing auction it? Yeah. Here's a better idea. Give the child a hat and you fucking straight up donate money to a charity and stop asking other people to auction and give money to it so you don't have to if you're actually remorseful.
Well, the thing is, and there's been some friendly fire directed at a different company called Drug Book. Can you imagine there's two companies called Drug Book?
No.
So there is another company called Drug Brook, but with a dash in the middle of it.
Okay.
And they've actually been attacked as well.
That's like when Jeffrey Epstein died. There was another Jeffrey Epstein on Twitter and he was like, guys, can I just clarify, it's not me.
Yo, this is Jeff Epstein. I'm getting a lot of abuse over people saying I molested little kids. Come on, guys. That's nothing. You know old Jeffrey. Jeffrey Epstein.
Don't know why I made him sound like Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, guys. You know old Jeffrey. I'd never do with something that's
nothing.
touch up little boys and girls. Come on.
No.
I don't even have an island.
So yeah, a lot of hate directed at the wrong drug group.
Oh Lord!
But the story has a lovely happy ending.
Oh, thank
Apart
God.
from a wanker getting his comeuppance, the tennis star Camille.
Tennis? I thought it was golf.
Sorry, I thought US Open was golf. It's actually tennis. The whole story is about tennis. Sorry about that, folks. This is the level of hard-hitting research.
Yeah.
Fucking Claire Burns style reporting that goes on this show. Kevin doesn't know the difference. US Open I thought was golf.
There's definitely US Open that is golf
You should
too,
give
though.
it different names. Like.
Yeah. The tennis Open.
All right, so it's fucking tennis. Who gives a shit? It's all fucking sport.
Yeah.
So tennis star Camille Martel meets the young fan who had his hat snatched from him in the viral USO moment. And you can see there, he met the young man who had his hat snatched, gave him a branded gift, a bag of gifts, including another cap.
Ah, good man.
Posed for a photo alongside him, and they all had a lovely time.
Well, that's good.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
But I saw a mental LinkedIn post of this, another CEO bro, and they were like, everyone's shitting on this guy, the CEO snatched the hat. What people need to realize is that CEO worked his ass to get there. And that little boy most likely had his ticket paid for by his parents. He's suckling off the teat of his parents, whereas the CEO worked his butt to get here and deserved to get that hat. You're like, are you a fucking child?
Like, why would you get involved? Great, now your company is going to be fucked as well, you absolute gobshite. That is just ridiculous. Why? This is why the world is fucked, Kevin. There's these absolute gobshites that are out there that have this mentality. I seen that even at Oasis. Liam had to stop throwing out his tambourine at the end because fucking fights were erupting. And a woman grabbed it and she is tackled by about 4 grown men onto the ground for this thing. That he then was like, I can't throw this out anymore because you can't fucking behave yourselves.
Yeah.
It's absolutely tragic.
Can you imagine the sound of a fight over a tambourine? Can you imagine the cacophony of noise?
That would be beautiful.
It would sound like Stevie Nicks falling down the stairs.
Lovely stuff.
Do you want to hear a fun concert story?
But come here, if you were athletic, would you play tennis?
You're a cunt. No, I wouldn't. Sport is dumb.
I used to play tennis. I loved it.
Since I've been doing Traitors Uncloaked, I've put on all the weight I lost.
Really? I would have thought the opposite.
No.
First off, you don't look it. You don't look like that.
I'm sucking it all in, man.
No, you're doing a good job. Could have fooled me.
I'm wearing a girdle. So fans at a recent Corn and a System of a Down concert got a whole lot more than they bargained for, as one man was allegedly seen masturbating in the crowd.
He was humming the job.
The video posted on TikTok by user Bordy Cauliflower. That sounds like something you'd come up with. Shows the fan. I've seen the video, and he is 100%. Unless he's like vigorously cleaning his glasses, he's sitting watching System of a Down and Corn, absolutely humming the job until some fans start going, ew.
Cornhub.
Maybe thought he was going to see porn,
yeah,
not corn. It's like, this is some of the worst live porn I've ever. It's just a load of middle-aged lads, white lads in dreadlocks.
There's a lot of clothes on for porn as well.
Swinging dreadlocks around going,
hey, get off.
So then a load of lads jumped on him, punched him in the head, knocking his bandana off.
Oh, good God.
There goes the cleanup.
Oh.
And then they dragged him out and he put up a bit of a fight. It's unclear whether he was arrested or charged. That just brings shame to Corn and System of a Down.
Yeah.
And then the article just goes into like the hits of System of a Down. But that's probably a mental illness there, I suppose, is it? You wouldn't be right to be pulling out your lad in broad daylight.
Yeah, that's
like
the
this
thing.
wasn't like, it's dark and nobody might see me.
He could be a flasher.
Do you know, I was thinking about this the other day. Flashers have really, in the 90s, flashers were everywhere.
They were everywhere.
Flashers were all over the place.
You couldn't
see them,
buy a trench coat.
You couldn't
they were
buy.
sold
They were gone.
out.
There was no Mac to be found.
No.
Every football match, not every football match, but like every year you'd be watching football matches and there'd be either a male or a female streaker run out in the pitch.
Yeah.
They're all online now, I suppose. They're all on chat roulette.
That's it.
That's where they're getting their kicks.
They've gone behind doors.
Yeah. Same with perverts. Perverts, like, I remember stories of like a pervert who used to go down to the road as the school bus went by and would flash every day. Now, in fairness to him, he'd get up in the morning. Leo Varadkar's always gone on about like the people he represented, the people who get up in the morning and do a day's work. This streaker would get up early in the morning.
He put in his stint.
He'd have his breakfast. The alarm, he'd be listening to Gay Byrne in the morning. And he'd go down to flash the school bus going by.
Yeah.
Where are they now? They're all online. There's no worth ethic to these millennial perverts. Do you want to hear some Taco Bell news?
Dunshaughlin, baby.
We all know, we've been talking about this before. Taco Bell are very excited about Taco Bell coming to Meath. Westmeath or Westmeath?
It's Meath. It's
Meath,
Dunshaughlin.
baby. Dunshaughlin, Taco Bell. We're very excited. We're really hoping for a sponsorship deal if anyone from Meath or Taco Bell are listening.
From Meath.
If anyone from Meath has any pull at the filling station, the Taco Bell is coming to.
Yeah, let us know.
Get in touch. We will do SpawnCon for tacos. So Taco Bell, this is from the BBC, so it's reliable at least.
Okay.
Taco Bell rethinks AI drive-through after man orders 18,000 waters.
Oh, good God.
So Taco Bell's rethinking its use of artificial intelligence, AI, not to be confused with artificial insemination.
Yeah.
To power
to
power drive-through restaurants in the US after comical videos of the tech making mistakes were viewed millions of times. In one clip, a customer seemingly crashed the system by ordering 18,000 water cups, while another person got increasingly angry as the AI repeatedly asked him to add more drinks to his order.
Oh,
that sounds like going on the piss with you.
Yeah.
I'll do a few. No, Justine, we're going. We'll do a few more. We'll have a few shandies before we hit the road. Justine, you're not driving. Come on. So it's only a small drive home. No, Justine.
Come on, the lad who was drinking last night. How am I being portrayed as this? Fucking flaming whatever moes you were having last night.
Drinking flaming moes. So, yeah, there you go. Absolute.
Sorry, why did they need AI to do? I'm confused.
This is the thing we're living in now, Justine. They're trying to use AI for everything. They're trying to cut out the working man and the working woman and the working child and replace it with a computer man. But this is where, see, if you said to a lad, I'd like 18,000 waters, he'd probably say, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Sorry, I found this driving. In 1977, in Ireland, they decided to do a driving test experiment where they sent a load of men who are good drivers to the pub in the morning and gave them various different amounts of alcohol, and then they had to do an obstacle course.
Love it. Love it.
So,
I've seen this video.
Oh, have you?
And I have to say, I absolutely love it. And I think we should
take part in a controlled drinking and driving experiment.
Pat Kenny.
On a course designed and laid out by engineers of the traffic section of Dublin County Council. Having spent the morning familiarising themselves with the course, we invited the drivers to the pub and settled in for a couple of hours drinking.
A couple of hours?
It was midday, and that a careful record of what and how much of it each driver was drinking made this any different from a normal pub scene. The drinking is over, and the UCD scientists are measuring the alcohol levels in the blood using a new device called the alcohol meter, which may someday replace the breathalyzer. This driver had 3.5 whiskies. Her level was 87, very much below the allowed limit. She's making mistakes. 169, he's over the limit. If he was on the open road now, he could lose his license for a year.
Wow. Good handbrake turn.
216, he's had a skinful, 4 pints of stout and 7 whiskies. He did really well when he was sober. He's a top-class driver.
He's doing well.
Now, there's an awful lot of alcohol in his blood.
Oh, he's hitting a few cones now.
I think he's had enough. 241.
He's pulling in for a
This
piss.
driver has almost twice the allowed amount of alcohol in his blood.
Oh, fuck.
He's at the stage where he doesn't realise just how drunk he is. When he finished the course, he was under the impression that he'd done really well.
I love how there was I love how there was a dog wandering around the course. Surely that messes up the whole experiment.
For God's sake, why would you put that out into it? Like the insane ideas they had back then to like test this. Like, we know this isn't good. Do we really have to have a barometer to see the amount and how much it affects
I
someone?
feel like there was a way people needed to
see evidence.
People needed to see evidence that like drink actually affects your driving. And no better way than the sultry tones of Pat Kenny giving
there
it
you
to
go. It's just your man at the end to be like, he was under the impression he did
you.
really well.
Really well. That's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know my theory.
Go on.
I've said this on the show before. I think that when you're doing the driving test, I think you should be allowed go in with the instructor and have a couple of pints.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's say you have 2 pints and you pass the driving test, then that should be the amount of pints you're allowed to drink while driving. So if you do 2 pints, you pass the test, then he gets a little stamp and he puts 2 little pint stamps on your license.
Yeah.
And if you get pulled over by a guard, you're like, I only had 2, guard, and I'm licensed to drive.
I'm licensed for 2.
But if you fail, then it doesn't work.
No pints.
You know?
No, I don't think that would ever be a thing, Kevin, if I'm honest. When I did my driving test, I took Rescue Remedy, though, and it was only afterwards someone said to me, that's alcohol.
Oh, is it?
Apparently. Now, it's obviously a tiny, tiny percent, but I just was so nervous. Like, when he came out at the start, he was like, show me the engine, lift up the bonnet. But I forgot to fucking push the button inside my car. So I was there tugging at the bonnet for ages. Now, that bollocks could have said to me, would you press the button? But then I went in, then I realised I went in and pressed and I came back out and I go, sorry, I'm just nervous. Stone cold poker face. Man did not say anything to me.
Yeah, no, they're trained. They're trained to show no emotion like a Terminator.
I passed anyway, first time. But I was like, he didn't make it easy for me.
Well, that's our show, folks.
That is our show.
Tune in to Traitors Ireland Uncloaked after the Traitors every episode, where things are hotting up in the castle.
Oh, they are.
We will be discussing more Traitors in the bonus episode.
Yes.
If you were curious.
With less clothes on. So join us.
We're going to be uncloaked.
Yes.
Alrighty, you've been lovely. We'll see you later, home jobbers.
Good luck.
Wonderful, aren't they? So talented. They'd make you sick.
This show is part of the HeadStuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with HeadStuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.